Hey there, questioners. Are you ready to embark on an epic journey through the amazing world of the internet? Today, we're going to dive deep into the inner workings of this incredible invention, uncovering its secrets and mysteries along the way. So buckle up and get ready for an adventure. Let's kick things off with a quick trip to where the internet began. Did you know that the internet actually started as a project funded by the US Department of Defense called ARPANET? Yup, it was created to build a communication network that could withstand nuclear attacks during the Cold War. Talk about futuristic thinking, right? Over the years, it evolved into the global network we know today, connecting billions of people around the world. And here's something fascinating. Did you know that the internet is made up of millions of miles of cables lying on the ocean floor? Imagine you're sending a message to your friend who lives on the other side of the world. Now, instead of just throwing the message across the room, you're sending it across the entire ocean. But how does your message get there so quickly? Well, it's all thanks to something called undersea cables. Picture these cables like long, sturdy ropes made of special material that can carry information instead of just being ordinary ropes. These cables are super long, like really, really long, stretching across the ocean floor from one continent to another. It's like having a giant thread connecting all the continents together. Now, when you send your message, whether it's a text, a picture, or a video, your device turns it into tiny digital signals, kind of like secret codes. These signals travel through the cables at the bottom of the ocean, zipping along like cars on a superhighway. And just like that, your message reaches your friend's device on the other side of the world in the blink of an eye. But why do we need undersea cables? Well, think about it like this. If you wanted to send a letter to your friend who lives across the ocean, you'd need a boat or a plane to get it there, right? But with undersea cables, we don't need boats or planes. The cables do all the work for us, carrying our messages through the ocean depths faster than you can say internet. And it's not just one cable, it's millions of miles of cables crisscrossing the ocean floor, connecting continents and countries together like pieces of a giant puzzle. It's like having a secret network of superhighways hidden beneath the waves, linking us all together in the vast ocean of the internet. So the next time you send a message to someone on the other side of the world, remember to thank those undersea cables for making it possible. They're like the unsung heroes of the internet, quietly carrying our messages across the ocean depths, connecting us all together in this amazing digital world. But have you ever wondered why your internet can be super speedy in some places but frustratingly slow in others? Well, let me tell you a little secret. Imagine the internet is like a super fast highway for information. When you're using the internet, whether you're watching videos, playing games, or chatting with friends, you're sending and receiving lots of data, kind of like cars driving on the highway. Now let's say you're in a country like South Korea or the US. They've built really wide and smooth digital highways, so the data, or cars on our internet highway, can zoom along really quickly. Everything loads lightning fast like magic. But now let's imagine you're in a country like Madagascar or Cuba. They're still working on building those super fast digital highways, so the internet might be slower there. It's like driving on a bumpy, unpaved road instead of a smooth highway. You're going to take longer to get where you're going. So why does this happen? Well, building those digital highways or improving the internet infrastructure takes time and money. Countries with lots of resources and technology, like South Korea or the United States, can afford to build really fast internet connections. But in countries that are still developing, like Madagascar or some parts of Africa, they might not have as much money or technology yet, so their internet might be slower. And that's why your internet speed can be faster in some places and slower in others, just like driving on different types of roads. Wait a minute, if you are enjoying this video so far, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. When you subscribe, you help us to make these videos even better for you. Now let's talk about the difference between the internet and Wi-Fi. So imagine the internet is like a gigantic library filled with all sorts of cool stuff. Books, movies, games, you name it. It's where you go to find information, watch videos, and chat with friends. Now, to get into this library, you need something called Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is like the magical bridge that connects your device, whether it's a phone, tablet, or computer, to the internet library. Without Wi-Fi, your device can't talk to the internet, just like you can't read a book if you're not in the library. Think of it like this. The internet is the big virtual world where all the fun stuff lives, and Wi-Fi is the way you can access it from anywhere in your house. So, while the internet is the library, Wi-Fi is the key that lets you in to explore all the amazing things inside. Now let's talk about how Wi-Fi works. Imagine your Wi-Fi router is like a little magic box that sends out invisible waves, kind of like radio signals that your devices can pick up. These waves travel through the air and create a Wi-Fi network in your home. When you want to connect to the internet, you just need to join your Wi-Fi network using a special password. Once you're connected, your device can send and receive information through the Wi-Fi waves, just like talking to a friend on the phone. So, to sum it up, the internet is the big virtual world filled with all sorts of cool stuff, and Wi-Fi is the magic bridge that lets you access it from anywhere in your house. It's like having a secret key that unlocks the door to the amazing world of the internet. But who owns and controls the internet, you ask? Well, it's a bit tricky. The internet is like a big playground where everyone can play and have fun. But who's in charge of this playground? Well, the truth is, nobody really owns the internet. It's kind of like a big group project that lots of people work on together. There are some organizations like ICANN, which means Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, that help keep things running smoothly. Think of them like the playground monitors who make sure everyone plays fair and follows the rules. Now, even though nobody owns the internet, there are some companies and governments that own pieces of it, kind of like how different people might own different parts of a playground. For example, companies like Google and Facebook own websites and services on the internet, while governments might own the cables and infrastructure that help the internet work. But here's the important thing to remember. Even though there are lots of different players involved, everyone works together to make sure the internet stays open and accessible to everyone. It's like a big team effort to keep the internet running smoothly for people all around the world. So, while there might not be one person or company who owns the internet, there are lots of people and organizations who work together to make sure it's a safe and fun place for everyone to explore and enjoy. Now here's something mind-boggling. The internet is huge, like really, really huge. It is like a giant, humongous library filled with all sorts of cool stuff. Books, movies, games, and more. Now, to understand how big the internet is, imagine this library has billions and billions of shelves, each filled with different things to explore. Did you know there are over 1.5 billion websites on the internet? That's like having 1.5 billion different rooms in our giant library, each with its own special collection of stuff. Some rooms have funny videos, some have interesting facts, and some have pictures of cute animals, so there's something for everyone. But wait, it gets even crazier. Every single day, more than 4 billion people use the internet. That's like having 4 billion friends exploring the library with you, all looking for fun and exciting things to discover. So, when we put it all together, the internet is like this gigantic, never-ending library that's constantly growing and changing. It's like having the whole world's knowledge right at your fingertips, just waiting for you to dive in and explore. And with so much to discover, the adventure never ends. Now let's explore some of the amazing things you can do on the internet. Ever heard of social media? Social media is like a big virtual playground where you can hang out with your friends, share pictures and videos, and meet new people from all around the world. It's like having a party that never ends, and everyone's invited. Now, how does it work? Well, if the internet as the big highway that connects everyone together, social media platforms are like special rooms along this highway where you can go to hang out and chat with your friends. There's Facebook, which is like a big digital scrapbook where you can share photos, post updates about your life, and connect with friends and family. Then there's Instagram, which is all about sharing pictures and videos. It's like having your own personal art gallery. And let's not forget about TikTok, where you can watch funny videos, dance along to catchy songs, and show off your creative side. It's like having a talent show that never ends and everyone's cheering you on. So when you use social media, you're basically joining these special rooms on the internet where you can hang out with friends, share cool stuff, and discover new things. It's like having a virtual clubhouse where you can be yourself and connect with people who share your interests. And the best part, you can access social media from anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection. So whether you're at home, at school, or on vacation, you can always stay connected with your friends and share your adventures with the world. So there you have it. Social media is like a big virtual playground where you can hang out, have fun, and make memories with friends old and new. It's the ultimate way to stay connected and share your life with the world. And how about online gaming? Okay, so imagine you're playing a video game on your computer or game console. You're racing cars. battling monsters, or exploring magical worlds. It's super exciting. But did you ever wonder how you're able to play with other people from all over the world? That's where the internet comes in. So here's how it works. When you play an online game, your device, whether it's a computer, console, or even a smartphone, connects to the internet. Think of the internet as a giant invisible web that connects devices all around the world, kind of like a big digital playground. Now, when you start playing the game, your device sends signals, kind of like secret messages to the game's server, which is like the big computer that hosts the game. It's like sending a letter to your friend who lives far away, but instead of using snail mail, you're using the internet. The game server receives your signals and sends them back to your device, along with signals from other players who are also playing the game. It's like having a big party where everyone's chatting and having fun, but instead of being in the same room, you're all connected through the internet. And here's the coolest part. As you play the game, your device sends and receives signals to and from the game server in real time, allowing you to interact with other players and experience the game together. It's like playing tag with your friends. You can see them, talk to them, and work together to complete challenges, all thanks to the magic of the internet. So, whether you're racing cars, battling dragons, or building worlds with friends, online gaming lets you connect with people from all over the world and experience epic adventures together. It's like having a virtual playground where the fun never ends and everyone's invited to join in the excitement. Now let's talk about video calling. Ever wondered how you can chat face-to-face with someone on the other side of the world? Well, it's all thanks to the magic of the internet. All right, picture this. You want to talk to your friend who lives on the other side of the world, but instead of just hearing their voice like you would on a regular phone call, you want to see their face too, like you're sitting right next to each other. That's where video calling comes in, and it's like magic. So here's how it works. When you make a video call, your device, whether it's a phone, tablet, or computer, uses a camera to capture your face and everything around you. It's like having a tiny movie camera right in your device. Now, here comes the really cool part. Your device takes all the images it captures and turns them into digital signals. These signals are like secret codes that represent each part of the video, kind of like how letters represent sounds and words. Next, these digital signals travel through the internet, which is like a giant invisible web connecting devices all around the world. Think of it like a super fast highway for information. When the digital signals from your device reach your friend's device, their device turns them back into images and plays them on the screen. And just like that, you can see each other's faces and have a conversation, no matter how far apart you are. But wait, there's more. Along with the video, your devices also send your voices over the internet using something called audio signals. It's like having a tiny microphone in your device that captures every word you say. So when you talk into your device, your voice gets turned into digital signals just like the video. These signals travel through the internet to your friend's device, where they're turned back into sounds and played through the speaker. It's like having a little speakerphone in your device. And that's how video calling works, my friend. It's like having a magical window that lets you see and talk to anyone, anywhere in the world, as if they were right there with you. And don't forget about streaming websites like YouTube and Netflix. Here's how it works. When you want to watch a video on a streaming website like YouTube or Netflix, your device, whether it's a computer, tablet, or smart TV, connects to the internet. Think of the internet as a big highway that connects devices all around the world, kind of like a super fast delivery service for information. Now, when you click on a video, your device sends a request, kind of like asking for a delivery, to the streaming website's server. This server is like a big computer that holds all the videos and shows you want to watch. It's like the warehouse where all the goodies are stored. The server receives your request and sends the video data, kind of like a package, back to your device through the internet. It's like getting a special delivery right to your doorstep. And as the video data arrives, your device plays it on the screen, and you can watch your favorite shows and videos in real time. But here's the coolest part. With streaming websites, you don't have to wait for the entire video to download before you can start watching. Instead, your device downloads and plays the video data as it comes in. Kind of like eating a slice of pizza while the rest of the pie is still baking in the oven. So, whether you're watching funny cat videos, epic movies, or educational shows. Streaming websites let you enjoy all sorts of content from around the world, right from the comfort of your own home. It's like having a magic portal to a world of endless entertainment, all thanks to the power of the internet. Now let's talk about online shopping. Websites like Amazon and eBay make it possible for people to buy and sell goods without ever leaving their homes. You can browse through millions of products, read reviews, and have your purchases delivered right to your doorstep. It's like having a virtual shopping mall at your fingertips. But with all the amazing things the internet has to offer, there are also some dangers we need to be aware of. Hackers, for example, can try to steal your personal information or infect your device with viruses. Your personal information, like your name, address, and passwords, is like treasure hidden in a safe. You want to keep that treasure safe and sound, right? Well, hackers are like sneaky thieves who try to break into your safe and steal your treasure. But how do they do it? Let's find out. First, hackers use something called malware. It's like a tiny invisible bug that sneaks into your computer or device without you even knowing. It can come from clicking on shady links, opening suspicious emails, or downloading sketchy apps. Once the malware gets inside, it can spy on you and steal your information, kind of like a spy sneaking into your house to steal your stuff. Next, hackers can use something called phishing. It's like a sneaky trick where they pretend to be someone you trust, like a friend or a company, to trick you into giving them your information. They might send you an email or a message pretending to be from your bank or your favorite website, asking you to click on a link and enter your username and password. But when you do, they steal your info faster than you can say, oops. And let's not forget about hacking into Wi-Fi networks. You know how you need Wi-Fi to connect to the internet? Well, hackers can sneak into Wi-Fi networks that aren't properly protected, kind of like breaking into a house with a weak lock. Once they're in, they can spy on everything you do online and steal your information. Yikes. But here's the good news. You can protect yourself from hackers by using strong passwords, being careful about what you click on, and keeping your devices and Wi-Fi network secure. It's like putting a big sturdy lock on your safe to keep your treasure safe from those sneaky thieves. So remember, stay smart, stay safe, and keep your treasure locked up tight, because you never know when those sneaky hackers might come knocking. But what about the future of the internet? What if you could step into a time machine and zoom ahead to the future? What do you see? Well, you might see things like robots that can think and learn like humans, virtual worlds where you can explore and play, and everyday objects that can talk to each other and make decisions. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Now, let's talk about some of these amazing technologies. First up, we have artificial intelligence, or AI for short. AI is like having a super smart robot friend who can think, learn, and make decisions all on its own. I can do all sorts of cool things like help us find information on the internet, play games with us, and even drive cars. But as AI becomes more advanced, we'll need to think carefully about how we use it and make sure it's being used ethically and responsibly. Next, we have virtual reality, or VR. VR is like stepping into a whole new world, literally. With VR, you can put on a special headset and be transported to amazing places, like outer space, ancient ruins, or even imaginary worlds created by your favorite video games. It's like having a magic portal that lets you explore new and exciting places without ever leaving your house. And let's not forget about the Internet of Things, or IoT. It's like having a world where everything is connected. Your fridge, your car, your watch, even your toothbrush. With IoT, everyday objects can talk to each other and share information, making our lives easier and more convenient. But we'll need to be careful about privacy and security, because if everything is connected, that means hackers could potentially access our personal information too. Now, while all these advancements bring incredible possibilities, they also raise important questions about privacy, security, and ethics. For example, how do we make sure AI is fair and unbiased? How do we protect our privacy in a world where everything is connected? And how do we ensure that these technologies are being used for the greater good? These are big questions that we'll need to think about and navigate carefully as we move into the future. But one thing's for sure, the future of the internet is full of endless possibilities, and it's up to all of us to make sure we use these technologies responsibly and ethically, so we can create a better world for everyone. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our whirlwind tour of the internet. It's a vast and ever-changing world full of wonders and possibilities. Remember to explore, stay curious, and above all, stay safe out there in cyberspace. And don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos just like this one.